why should you listen to me? Because I'm 16 turning 17 right now, and this is my current physique. Before, my physique used to be like this. This was about 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, when I was about 14, in like 2024. This was like in 2024 when I first started lifting weights. Very long time ago. But that was basically when I started lifting for the first time. I think it was 2023. No, it was 2024. Around mid 2024. It was like a few months after I started lifting. I was doing it all at home, and I started at home. I had no equipment. So 2026, I'm 17. I'm turning 17. 2024, that is 3 years ago. Technically 3 years ago. Not 3 years, sorry, 2 years ago. And yeah, about 2 years ago. By then I'm like 15. Oh, sorry, like 3 years. Something like that. This was like 2023, bro. Later in 2023, like late 2023, I started lifting. And I was basically trying to build muscle. Like you can see, I was way skinnier at this place. I was way skinnier here. Didn't have much muscle. And then, I bulked up here. I'm literally 100 kilograms. You might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm like 6'2" or 6'3" right now. Here I was like 6'1" or 2. And yeah, I've grown taller whilst bulking up. And you can see I'm pretty much still as lean or even leaner than before. Let me show you how to do it, because this is actually me. Well, let's start off with diet first of all. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Let me keep it simple and summarized for you. Stop eating junk food. You're no longer gonna be eating junk food from now on. If you want to start building muscle, like stop eating junk food. Stop eating McDonald's, the sweets, the jelly beans, the snacks, all of these sweet sugary stuff. Even when it comes to your drinks, bro, don't drink random stuff. Like, I'm telling you right now, do not drink random things that are gonna just like ruin your health. Like, this might sound crazy, but don't drink like random stuff, bro. Don't drink random stuff. You're not going to be drinking random things like, like your Coke and stuff like that, You're not going to be drinking things like that. You're not supposed to be drinking, junk, like just you're not drinking anything that has flavor. Like, I've literally stopped doing this, trust me. I've stopped doing this the moment I started. I stopped drinking junk food. I stopped drinking things. Like, I only started drinking water. It sounds crazy, but what ended up actually happening was I made progress, and I made it faster than a normal person. And I won't lie to you, that's part of because of like the testosterone side effects you get. Like, when you eat these junk foods, like these things that have multiple ingredients, that are super, super processed, they have ingredients that are just kind of ruining up your endocrine system, which if you do have, kind of like messed up testosterone levels, you will make slower gains. Like, so the person who has like healthier testosterone levels, like just healthier hormonal levels, but he goes to the gym, compared to the guy who's eating whatever he wants and he goes to the gym. The guy who has healthier hormonal levels will make more gains, and it will look effortless. It will look way less more effort than the guy who, has like lower hormonal level, like, lower testosterone. So listen to this. If you don't want to listen to this, bro, this path is not for you. Fine, you can have your cheat meals, but I don't even call them cheat meals. The only time I eat junk food, like when I eat terrible food, is when I'm traveling and it's my only source of nutrition. That is literally it. Besides that, I am not forcing myself to eat these things just for gratification. Like, discipline yourself, but get used to not eating them. You don't have to eat for taste. Eat for the flipping nutrition and you will be good. Okay? Next, I'd say is more like the split. You need to get on a split, bro. Like, you need to actually get on a flipping split. What am I even doing here? The split could be full body, upper body, lower body split. It could be pull push leg split. Like, there's so many different splits. I don't wanna like try to like yap too much for you. Like, there's so many different splits. It's like, for example, let's just say the days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You could be on pull, push, legs, then you do pull, push, legs, and then you rest only on, the Sunday. That's a split for like 7 days. Okay, I don't know why it disappeared. Or you could be, full body on one day, you rest in between, full body on the next day, you rest in between, and then maybe you rest for like 2 days or whatever, like this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then Saturday you do the last full body and then you're done. It doesn't matter. You're going to pick a workout split where you're basically going to be hitting all the muscles in your body 2 to 3 times per week. 2 to 3 times per week. That's all you need, bro. Like, you have to be on a split where whichever days you're doing for whichever muscle groups, in total per week, you are hitting all the muscles in your body. Like, you're training all the muscles in your body with whatever exercise, even if it's one exercise for each muscle. You are hitting all the muscles in your body 2 to 3 times in a week. 3 times is the maximum, 2 times is the minimum. One time, if you want to hit your muscles 1 time in a week, as a beginner, you'll still make gains because, you haven't been training. But obviously for the optimal muscle growth, 2 to 3 times in a week, if you want like the optimal fast gains, is the sweet spot. Because this training once, all of your muscles once in a week, it's only if you're flipping beginner and you're going to get noob gains. But that's going to stall out very quickly. So it doesn't matter what split you choose, it's going to depend on your time. Like, for example, I go to school and crap. I'm on the full body split. I always switch between the full body and upper body, lower body split, where it's like I do upper, lower, then I rest. But then for me, I also add like a full body after the rest day. Like, that's my week when I don't have school and stuff. But when I go to school, I just do full body 2 times a week. And then in between, throughout the week, like my days are Monday and Saturdays, or Monday and Thursdays. In between, or like on a Saturday, I just add a little upper body workout that I can just do some like extra work for like my arms, so I don't have like a disproportional physique. You're gonna have it depends on your time availability and everything, but that's pretty much it. It depends on you. Be basic with the exercises, bro. Be basic. You don't have to flipping, try searching what is like the most optimal, best exercise. Like, just be basic. Go and like, research. There's lots of videos. I'm not gonna sit here and yap and tell you what exercises you should do for your chest. Go and research that yourself. Just be basic. If you train at home, by the way, like if you don't have any equipment, you don't have to go to the gym. If you can't go to a gym, like you actually don't have access to a gym like I did when I started, because I'm telling you, my journey was not 3 years going to the gym. When you saw my physique there, I actually started training for like 1 year and like 1.5 years training at home. Like, literally, I had to start off with like these small 9-kilogram dumbbells my mom bought me. Then eventually I upgraded to like adjustable dumbbells, which only went up to like 20 kg or 19 kg each side. And I was able to make decent progress with that, but eventually I had to end up like moving on to the gym, because I found out there was actually a gym near my area that was convenient for me to go to. Finally convinced my parents, and I started going there for like 1.5 years, and then here's my progress currently. Of course, when I went to the gym, I started making like way faster and way more progress in general, because I was able to lift heavier and stuff. But if you can train at home, bro, like if you're stuck at home, you can literally use your bag as equipment. Like, you take a bag, you take water bottles, or you take books, you put them inside your bag, and you start lifting them for weight. There's no excuse. I'm telling you, there's no excuse. Or you can get dumbbells if you have them at home. Resistance training is resistance training. You're just gonna have to search what workout can you do at home, like what exercise can you do at home. That's it. Let me get water soon. next is variety. Variety basically means every like 3 to 4 weeks of you doing a specific split where you're doing these exercises, because one thing you're gonna have to remember, by the way, is progressive overload. You may have not heard that before. Progressive overload. Progressive overload. Let me just write it down. Progressive overload. Progressive overload. Each and every single week, you should either be increasing your reps, your sets, or your weight for a specific exercise. Like for example, if Monday you started off your week by doing bench press with 60 kg in the gym, because you're gonna track this stuff down, right? You're gonna write it down. You can't just go to the gym blindly. You did that for 10 reps for 3 sets. Next week, it's either you could do it for 10 reps for 4 sets just to make the exercise, just to make it a little bit harder on your chest so that you can actually like grow and make progress, because you can't do the same weights for the same reps until like failure, like muscular failure on like the last set where like you can't do any more reps. You can't keep doing those same amount of like dosages forever, because your body is not going to have a stimulus to grow. So what's going to have to end up happening is, for example, next week, you just increase the reps by, you can either go from like 10 reps for 3 sets with 60 kg to 10 reps for 4 sets. You just added 1 set. That could count. Because it's going to be harder for you to do that, because of course, the first week when you did 10 by 3, it was difficult. It should be difficult, by the way. Like you should be pushing to like failure. Like when you're on that last set of 10, you should basically almost like fail to do the last rep. Like you should be that close to failure, even on your other sets. Like if you're lifting too easy, like you're just doing 1, 2, 3, 10, 10, 10, and you feel nothing, like you're not getting the burn, or you're not almost failing to get the last reps out. You're not squeezing them out. You're not trying hard enough. The weight was either too light or you're doing too little reps. So next week, when you just add like 1 more set, that should be a new challenge for your body, because you would have grown. Or you could do 11 reps for 3 sets the next week. Or you could do the same 10 reps for the same 3 sets next week, but now you've increased the weight to 62.5 kilograms. You added like 2.5 kilograms by adding like those small plates, 1.25 kg on each side. If you're at a gym, or even if you're at home, you could just add like a little bit of extra weight, usually like somewhere between 1 kilogram on each side, 1 kilogram to like 2.5 in total. You try doing it for the same reps and sets. If you keep on doing that and doing that, you will grow. But eventually, every like 3 to 4 weeks, you kind of will, or like even above that actually, so like even up to 6 weeks. Like eventually, I wouldn't say like 3 to 4 weeks strictly, but eventually you're gonna have to like switch the exercise that you're doing so that you can get like variety, because your body is going to adapt to a specific way of you training. Like if you're always doing things in the same order, or like the same exercise, like you're always doing flat bench press, you're gonna adapt. And that's when you're gonna start seeing that for some reason when you try progressive overloading, you can't even progressive overload because you just keep failing. That's your body adapting to the stimulus. So instead of continuing to just do normal flat bench press, you could switch to like what is this? Incline bench. You see? Lastly, be patient. What you're gonna have to do is be patient, bro. Like for me to get this progress, took me some time. Because I remember when I was starting out, like this was when I was just starting out. Like, by the way, my physique was slightly worse than this. It was like about 2 to 3 weeks of me starting out, actually having a bit of gains. You're gonna only start seeing like your first bit of like muscle growth, like genuine difference, then like your first like 3 to 5 weeks of training. Before that, you're not gonna see anything. And even when you see that little bit of progress, bro, it's gonna take time for you to eventually get here. Like you're just not, it's gonna take time, bro. it's gonna take time, especially with like maybe setbacks you might have, like maybe you might have like a vacation or something that you're forced to go to with your family, so your progress has to stall. Just learn how to delay the gratification, bro. Be patient and just keep pushing. Enjoy the process of building muscle and making progress. You don't have to like go and boast and telling everybody that you're starting to lift weights and whatever. Just start your thing. Do it in silence. Build yourself in silence. And even me when I'm at this point, bro, I'm not even like that hyped up that I'm here. Like this is nothing compared to where I actually want to get to. You know? You really have to have this mindset of you gotta keep on going. Alright? But besides that, if you did find any sort of value in this, like this was very scrappy and summed up. I know it's my first time kind of doing this. But this is the truth. Like these are literally the basics that you need. If you just follow this advice and you start from now, you don't procrastinate. You go and like even try to write down a scrappy workout routine. Like you can use any app or like just use anything. Like you can literally go and write down, for example, hold on. You start off with this exercise. And then this like go on literally like your phone, like your notes app, and write down a scrappy, like chest and shoulders workout. Because you're gonna have to also pick your split and things. Like just do it right now. You can start even today or the next day. It doesn't matter. You'll correct course as you go along. But if you did gain value and this was helpful, I can probably help you for 1 hour. Look at your problems, anything you're struggling with on a free call. There's a link in the description and I'll see you. Alright.